What's up, everybody? This is another episode of Better Than Static. I am your host, per usual, Tyler, and I'm with my two best friends, my buddy Lucas
Hey, hey.
and my buddy Chris.
Hello.
This week, I don't have any topics other than stuff that's just going on in my life. I don't know if you all are the same or what.
Yes, except I don't have anything going on in my life.
I mean, yeah, but you do still have like your jokes, like your one-liner jokes that you can put on stuff. So that still counts as content.
And
I'm glad I can offer something.
Yeah.
I'm literally trying to think of anything I did this past week, and I literally can't remember anything day to day.
Man, this week has been such a blur. I was exhausted from the wedding shower last weekend.
Oh yeah.
And so here's what happened after the wedding shower. So me and Samantha came to our house and just unloaded my car of all the presents and her mom's car. So she drove her mom's car here. And it's just all that stuff sitting in the spare room. We've gotten some of the stuff out, like we got some of the towels out and like a couple of welcome mats we got, and I guess some of the laundry baskets. But dear Lord, there's a mountain of crap. And it's not crap, it's good gifts. It's good gifts.
Yeah.
Like it's just like right now where I don't want to go in there and like
It's just like
unpackage
what
everything.
do I do with all this?
Yeah, it's crap right now because I don't have a desire to go open everything.
No.
But so Samantha was she was like really sorry because at the wedding shower we got a lot of Pioneer Woman stuff for our kitchen, and she was I'm so like because my aunt made the comment, "Oh, you really like floral, don't you, Tyler?" And I was like, I mean, I don't care. And then Samantha got self-conscious because she's like, "Oh my God, I'm making you get all Pioneer Woman stuff." I said, "Listen, you like Pioneer Woman, and I could care less about what my kitchen utensils are."
Yeah, I mean, as long as they hold food and
Yeah, exactly. That's the thing about Pioneer Woman is it's sturdy. Like it'd be one thing if my fiance liked crappy kitchen like utensils and crap.
I love the Dollar General pot holders.
Yeah, they're so pretty and they fall apart in like a week. They just disintegrate. They just go to nothing.
yeah, they're so cheap. You can buy like 4 at a time, and it lasts you about a month.
But like no, she likes good quality like stuff, which is good. Except her taste in men is just
I don't know if she just dropped the
Okay,
ball on that one.
Lucas, you didn't have to go that route. But like she always like, I'm sorry we got so much Pioneer Woman crap, and I was like, I don't care. But because like my whole thing is we need it, and we might as well get one like that somebody really really likes because I'm gonna as long as it works, I'm good. I'm like a utilitarian. I don't know, whatever that word is, where you only care about the utility of items, like that they're good. Because I don't really have any brands that well, besides toilet paper.
I think utilitarian is like a church word, Tyler.
It is?
Yeah,
I feel like it is.
that's what I thought. But
Okay, well, what's a word that like I don't care about brand, I just care about it working?
Common sense.
Yeah, I guess common sense.
yeah,
Like, there's no brands besides toilet paper that I'm like, I have to have this brand. And that's
yeah,
Charmin. Charmin is the brand for toilet paper. And if you're not getting Charmin, what are you doing? Because it's just going to disintegrate in your butthole when you wipe it.
gross.
Yeah, so get Charmin, Lucas, or that'll happen to you.
No, I'm very partial to Kirkland because it's real cheap and one pack lasts a long time. Because there's like 500 rolls of toilet paper in it.
Yeah, but here's the thing, like I can get a 12-pack of Charmin and it lasts just as long as the Kirklands.
No, because there's like you say a 12-pack. There's probably 30 rolls of toilet paper in that thing, Kirby, and it's probably cheaper than your 12-pack.
I that's just one thing I don't compromise on. Is that?
No, I'm with you. I wouldn't buy the Kirkland if it wasn't good.
I also don't like. I'm not right by Costco or anything. So,
Right.
but the good thing about here is we went to Costco. Like I think it was 3 weeks ago. And I think we talked about it on the podcast. Whatever. My whole thing with buying in bulk is I probably wouldn't buy food in bulk because I'm not going to eat it before it goes bad. But now, like toilet paper or like paper towels or stuff that's not going to go bad, I'll buy that in bulk.
Canned items, maybe.
Yeah, canned items you could, but I don't. Is there like
Yeah.
anything there? Like, I don't know.
Yeah, like just food items that won't go bad.
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean, well, first off, I mean, you can freeze meat and stuff like that.
yeah, that's true.
And then, like, I mean, I don't really buy any vegetables unless I'm in a bind kind of thing or need a whole bunch or whatever. Uh, but usually I go to Costco to get like the meat and some packaged stuff.
Gotcha.
Is what I go for just because, and like cleaning stuff and all that kind of
Yeah,
stuff.
that's more stuff that like you can buy in bulk and it doesn't go bad.
Yeah, especially like
Um,
laundry detergent and like all that kind of stuff. Costco's
Here-
really good for.
Here's the thing: you buy one of their industrial size laundry detergent, and that barrel's never emptying for your entire life. You could inherit that, or not inherit. You could like gift that to your
They don't
grandchildren.
sell barrel like a 50-gallon
That's
drum
that's
thing
the
of
joke, Lucas. God,
The whole
you
squad.
killed.
You got the whole squad laughing, bro.
I mean, I know it's the joke, but I mean, they do sell like big old things of laundry detergent. I do think they sell.
I think they sell
Uh,
55-gallon drums. That's my
okay, they said
estimate.
okay, yeah, they sell 55-gallon drums. They I throw it in the back of my little car and drive it back to my apartment and carry it up a flight of stairs and throw it in my laundry room.
If you put a full so if you got a 55-gallon drum full of like stuff, and put it in your car, it wouldn't go anywhere.
No.
Oh
No.
gosh.
All 4 tires would pop and
You'd
I'd
you'd
just
be
be
like
sitting
wheeling
there.
down. You'd be wheeling
Yeah.
down Man of War.
Yeah.
But so the main thing I got at Costco when we went was I got these like chicken patty melt things, and you freeze it like they're like a freezer thing, and you just take them out and microwave them. Oh Lord, that's the best. Like, no, it's the so we all know that I have a record of eating a lot of things microwaved.
Yeah.
These are probably the best microwaved things I've ever had. Also, another great thing about them is you put them in for the amount of time that like it says on the box. It's not hot lava and it's not cold. It's the perfect eating temperature.
Okay, so this means nothing to me
What do
because
you mean?
of whenever you say it's the perfect temperature, it's not hot lava, it's not cold. That was your argument for your cold pizza rolls.
They weren't cold. You got them after they had sat for a while, Lucas.
I don't think so.
I know so because I'm the one that made them.
I mean, it still felt like it had like a refrigerator chill on them whenever I ate it.
Oh my God, Lucas. Let me
It
just
was
tell you
it was
something.
not good.
We will throw down on this episode.
Okay.
But yeah, they're the best. They're the best freezer food. Also, I guess it's because they are like half sandwiches. So you have to get two to have a full sandwich, like a full sandwich. But they're cut in half to where like the heat can get inside the flatbread. Like so, it's I guess you can't do that with Hot Pockets because all the stuff would ooze out. But where it's like a solid piece of chicken, slice of cheese, when you heat it up, it doesn't run everywhere, so they can do the half things, and
Yeah.
it just allows for all the heat to get in there, and
Well, I
doesn't
mean,
trap it.
yeah.
It doesn't trap it and make it like expel when you bite into it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Hot Pocket's meant to be eaten on the go. It's got to, it's you take your little, the sleeve you put it in to bake or to microwave them.
Yeah,
You fold down the back end of it, and it creates like a little seal you can hold on to and eat. It's for the
yeah,
people that's on the go.
but you can't. Here's the thing: you can't touch it for 5 minutes after you get it out of the microwave. So you're already at a loss of 7 minutes because it takes 2 minutes to cook a Hot Pocket.
No, you just got to tough it out.
I'm not gonna have 3rd-degree burns on my hands just to eat a hot pocket
Why not?
because it's not.
That's part of the fun.
No, because a hot pocket isn't worth the burns. Okay, a hot pocket is not. I have
Dude,
found
I
the
will
freezer food that
say-
is though.
So I used to work beside a factory that made Hot Pockets, and every single morning whenever I rode into work, it was the greatest smell you have ever smelled. It smelled like the inside of a pizza oven. It was fantastic.
But here's the thing: that's when they're
That
fresh.
does sound really good.
I bet if you made a hot pocket fresh and never froze it, it would be great.
Yeah, probably.
Like I have full.
But
I
at the
think-
same time, I feel like if you watched how they were made, you would
You
probably
wouldn't want 'em.
never eat one again.
Well, honestly, they just throw the ingredients in like a blender, right, and then just shove it into
I mean, it's probably got like a
lot of
spout that
preservatives.
They like spray it on the dough and then fold it over and whatever. I don't know.
Yeah.
I
What kind
don't
of
know
bread
what
would
it's
you
like.
say that is? Like, that's not. Is it flatbread? I guess. Like, what type of bread is?
No,
Hot
I mean
Pocket
it's
bread.
definitely a dough. Like
It's a crappy dough at that.
yeah.
Look,
There's
they're just doing what they can, man.
But here's the
Yeah.
thing: it's cooked, and then they freeze it, and then you reheat it, right?
Yeah.
Or because I feel like I don't know.
Yeah, I mean they couldn't like you wouldn't be able to microwave it if they just threw it in raw and
Yeah. So the dough thing, it's some type of bread at that point because it's been cooked, right? Or is it? I don't know. Is it like pizza crust?
Well,
I guess.
I mean, yeah, like you like well, I mean, I guess I'd just call it pizza dough. Like I'd say like the pizza flavored hot pockets because I feel like they've also had
They
like
got ham and cheese.
well, I know that,
And
but
then they got
like
like the cheeseburger ones.
Ew.
Yeah, they're not
yeah,
great. The Philly cheesesteak ones suck too. Just so you know.
yeah, the pizza ones, the pepperoni pizza ones are pretty much the only ones that
I have an idea for an
are
episode.
worth anything.
I have an idea for an episode. But it's going to destroy our insides.
Nope.
No, just hear me out, Chris. Just hear me out. We find all the types of hot pockets. We find
Jeez. Oh God, no.
yeah. And we try all of them and we rate them. I feel like that's the content the world needs. Because the people on the go don't have time to try all the hot pockets. Lucas, you've said this yourself. They're on the go.
Well, I mean, they can try them one by one.
You don't want to make sacrifices for the public? We're the heroes that the world needs.
I mean, we oh gosh, I guess it like my thing is one, I don't really like microwave foods.
Okay.
So that's one thing. So that's already like now, which I mean, I haven't had a hot pocket since like
You'd be like the Simon Cowell of hot pocket judges.
probably I'd be like, oh, these are horrible.
Yeah, this is absolute garbage.
And then the
don't-
pepperoni pizza one comes through and like, you are a star.
Why
I can't do a British accent.
you sounded a little Asian with that one?
I really didn't mean to. I was going full British and it
That was
didn't come out that
awful.
way.
Here's the thing. Mine was like not good. But
No.
yours was way worse.
See, yours gave me confidence to try. And then like as I was halfway through it, I was just like, I need to stop, but it was too late.
It's like when I did the DMX thing and it started out really good and then I kept going and it was awful again.
No, it's the complete opposite. It started out really bad and stayed really bad the entire time.
Your British accent was like my DMX impression at the end. But yeah. So
Oh my governor.
Oh my God.
here's the thing, Chris. You actually have a good British accent. Because
The worst hot pocket I've ever seen in my entire life. It tastes like garbage.
I need a little more. What's the
But in the bin, it's rubbish.
what's the one that's not proper? I need a little bit more of that.
I mean,
the Cockney or the
Cockney.
you want a posh accent? Because that was more Cockney than posh.
Well, they give me posh.
I don't know. I don't know what a posh accent is.
I would think like Gavin Free.
Here's the thing. What I do when I do a British accent is it goes between. There's no consistency. It could go from just normal British accent to that to Scottish to Irish. There's just no.
It's just everything runs through it.
Yeah, it doesn't. There's no like consistency at all.
But I think that makes it like here's the thing about like when we do it for like entertain, like not to like entertain like a bunch of people, just like to make fun of or just do dumb stuff. It's not like we're having to be good at it, so it's fine that it. Except for yours, Lucas. Yours was absolute garbage. Never do it again.
I'm never gonna do it again. That's probably the first time I've ever tried to do a British accent in front of somebody.
But like Chris's is all for laughs or all for just being dumb, and like so is mine. So it doesn't matter if it isn't the consistency. It's just like it's to put a point across or whatever, or punchline. Just start doing that. This is my British accent. Oh, governor.
You like some tea, crumpets?
Anything from the trolley?
Now the only one that was that probably got a British accent from watching Harry Potter too much.
Yeah, here's the thing. If you can quote a movie word for word, you've probably watched it too many times. And you're not the only one on this show that's like guilty of that, Chris, because I can quote pretty much all of Forrest Gump and most of the other guys. So I've probably watched those movies too much. I can also quote a lot of Cool Hand Luke. But that's my favorite movie, so that's understandable. But yeah. Any if you can quote the entire movie, you've watched it too many times.
Yeah, I can't think of a single movie that I could quote the entire movie on.
But also, you don't have the memory for that, Lucas.
True.
What does that mean?
It's not mean. It's just it's the facts.
No. Yeah.
What does that mean?
Yeah, I don't remember like words and like that kind of things, but I remember numbers and stuff like that.
Also, you remember like what happens in a movie because you can.
Oh yeah, I could throw down the plot of a ton of movies.
But you can't quote any movies, no matter how many times you watched it. Because what movie have we watched the most? What movie have you watched the most? I don't know what we have.
Steel Magnolias.
The movie I've watched the most probably Shawshank. Like over the course of my lifetime, over the past like 2 or 3 years, it would be either Shaun of the Dead, Hot Fuzz, or Scott Pilgrim.
And I don't know. I don't think. Here's the thing: Shawshank would be a boss of a movie to remember because it's so freaking long.
Yeah.
Shaun of the Dead.
I've literally probably watched Shawshank in the 100s of times.
That's honestly probably how many times I'll watch Forrest Gump.
Yeah. I mean, I've probably seen Forrest Gump like 3 or 4 times.
I know in high
Shawshank, it's my mom's favorite movie, so like, and it's the movie for her that if she sees it on anywhere, like if she's just scrolling through the channels and she's looking for something to watch and it's like, oh, there's Shawshank, she watches it from wherever it's at in the story all the way through to the end.
See, my mom has 2 movies like that. She has League of Their Own, which has got Madonna and
Dances with Wolves.
How'd you know?
I honestly have no idea, but for some reason I was just like, I feel like you said she had a thing for like Kevin Costner or something.
Yeah, really, it's any Kevin Costner movie. She'll stop and watch it.
Postman.
Yeah, here's the thing. I actually like The Postman. A lot of people don't, but it's still not as bad as Waterworld. But I like
Kirby.
Postman.
You always defended Waterworld. What is this?
No, I like Waterworld. I own a copy of Waterworld. But in the public's eye, The Postman is better than Waterworld. Or
I
to me,
gotcha.
it is. I
I don't
also
know.
think The Postman's great. And it's probably because Tom Petty makes a cameo. And it's like the slightest cameo. But I like Tom Petty.
Fair enough.
I mean, yeah. But here's the thing. Kevin Costner had some good movies back in like 2016.
Dead. Oh, I was like, he's not dead.
No. He's not made anything in a while. I'm just saying,
Was
like
he
the last.
in the like 3 Days to Kill or something like that?
Yeah, he was in 3
Isn't he-
Days to Kill. He was in the last Jack Ryan movie. Or not
Man,
Jack.
that
Yeah.
came out in like 2008 with Chris Pine,
I thought it came out later than that.
or 2010, something like that. I don't know. Chris Pine and not original Jack Ryan, but
Alec Baldwin.
Jack Ryan. No, not Alec Baldwin.
Ben Affleck.
Oh my God.
Harrison Ford.
Harrison Ford. Thank you.
It goes Alec Baldwin, Ben Affleck, Chris Pine.
Yeah. Alec
then
Baldwin
John
may have been in
Krasinski.
it, but I don't remember.
Alec Baldwin's in Hunt for Red October.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the first one.
Yeah.
And
I
then it's
know
Patriot Games
Harrison
and
Ford
Clear
is
and
in
Present
Patriot Games and Clear and Present Danger.
And then Ben Affleck. No, I don't ever remember the one Ben Affleck's in.
He was early 2000s. They didn't
Yeah.
do very good.
I'm aware of like he's in but I don't remember the name of it.
Yeah, I don't remember off the top of my head. I just remember it not being as good as the old ones.
I know that me and Samantha started Red October and it just got too late, so we had to like quit watching it. We never finished it, but I need to.
It's a great
I need to let it
movie.
finish. It is. I like it.
Isn't Sean Connery supposed to be like a Russian, but he's just like, I forget this. I'm just doing a Scottish accent. I don't care what you
Yeah,
do.
he just does his regular accent the entire time.
But here's the thing: it sets it up like he's in Russia, and he just it's like that automatically. In that movie, it like automatically translates to English like Russian is. I don't know. I didn't really understand it because at one point in the start of the movie, he's listening to Russian and then it becomes English. So I was under the assumption that everything he says is Russian until Alec Baldwin gets there and then he's speaking English. I don't know. Sean Connery is a complex dialogue man. Like I don't know what his vision is sometimes, but it's always a piece of art.
I mean, he didn't direct it, did he?
Here's what I imagine. He didn't direct it, but he came for the audition and said, "I'm not doing this garbage. I'm doing my own accent because that's what the people want." And he was right, and that's why the movie did so good. But
Yeah,
I mean, I don't know.
I mean, it could be like I'm sure they tried to set it up like, oh, everything's in Russian, but instead of, making you read subtitles, we're just gonna be like, remember, all of this is in Russian and now it's in English. Go.
But then when like Alec Baldwin gets there, I haven't finished it and like I haven't finished that movie in a while. So I don't remember if like Alec Baldwin gets there and it's back to Russian or if it's like still English and he just knows Russian.
Oops.
But it would also make sense that he knows Russian because he's in the State Department and he's an analyst, so he should know that stuff. So I don't know.
He specializes in Russian threats.
Yeah, so
I've been reading Jack Ryan books. So.
The continuity's there. You know what I mean? Like if that is the case. Okay, so transition to different movies. I watched a movie with Old Blue Eyes, Paul Newman in it last night.
Mm-hmm.
It was called Where the Money Is. Have either of you watched it?
No, dude. I don't watch old movies.
I don't think so.
It was made in 2000. It was on Netflix.
I definitely haven't watched it.
So
I thought he died before 2000, to be honest with you.
Well, I don't think so.
I'm going to look something up before I speak.
Okay. I'm going to tell you the premise of this movie. So, Paul Newman is like, he comes into scene on a jail bus that goes to an old folks' home. And what has happened is he has had stroke in prison, or so you thought. Turns
By way
out,
to spoil it immediately.
Yeah.
well,
Paul Newman is in Cars, Chris.
Oh, shoot, he sure is, isn't he?
yeah, he's the Hudson Hornet.
Yeah.
I didn't know what
Damn.
movie you were gonna say.
That's
So-
what I had to, because I was like, I know he's in Cars, and then I was like, maybe that's a different, really old actor. And I got worried, so I had to look it up.
But anyways,
I mean, yeah, he was too busy with his salad dressing empire.
Yeah,
I mean, his salad dressing empire is still doing good.
Newman's
for him.
own.
It's doing good financially, but also doing great in America, bringing salads to kids everywhere.
Yeah. And
Thank you, Paul Newman.
something like 100% of profits go to charity or something like that.
Yeah, I don't know, but I know he wanted kids. He was trying to fight childhood obesity by making salads taste better. But really,
Yeah.
he just gave us stuff we liked in ranch, and then we started eating more carrots because that's a vehicle for ranch to get to people's mouths.
I don't.
Okay.
Yeah, carrots by themselves are disgusting. I'm
Yeah,
just
you
gonna
have
say
to
it.
you have to have ranch. The only purpose of carrot, well, I like carrots with sugar, like
Sorry, I'm sorry. Well, no,
not like a cold carrot dipped
They're
in
like
sugar.
cooked in sugar. It's
Yeah,
like
like,
caramel.
you
Yeah, I
gotta
know what
put
you
some
mean.
brown sugar on it. I'm
Yeah,
sorry, that
that's
came
might
out
as well
bad.
make sweet potato casserole.
It is. So if you cook carrots, usually they have a sweeter
Yeah.
taste, like a sweet potato. Different, but
Yeah.
still sweet like that.
I'm the weird
Does that make
person that only likes raw carrots. I can't stand cooked carrots.
I like cooked carrots. I'm okay with not cooked carrots, but I have to have something on them, whether it's hummus or whether it's ranch or blue cheese. Blue cheese is also good on uncooked carrots. I like blue cheese dressing though. I'm weird.
I mean, I like blue cheese dressing.
Okay, good. I didn't remember if you did or not. I knew Chris
Mhm.
probably didn't. I knew Chris
heck
is
no.
in a. Yeah, you don't.
Like,
There was one here. Okay, so on the topic of Chris eating patterns, the thing he doesn't like. Didn't you eat mayonnaise recently?
Probably.
Because you hate mayonnaise, but there was something that we had that had mayonnaise, and I remember stating the fact to Samantha after we left there. And it wasn't the wedding shower because I don't think we had mayonnaise on anything at the wedding shower. It was somewhere because Samantha was there with us, and it was me, you, her, and I think it was a group event. Oh my god, I cannot remember. And I was like, I can't believe Chris ate that. And she was like, what? And I was like, it had mayonnaise on it. I
Dude,
don't know.
I got nothing.
I don't either. It seems like it was this month, but I feel like it's actually further. Like it was like long.
Was it the
long-
Super Bowl?
No, because Samantha wasn't there because she was sick.
Oh, yeah.
Was it New Year's? Did we hang out at New Year's? No.
I was in Cincinnati.
Yeah. Maybe it was Christmas. Maybe it was sometime around Christmas. But yeah.
It was,
Anyway.
wow.
Yeah, that was a long time ago. Or it feels like it was a long time ago. But anyways. Paul Newman in the movie was
Mayonnaise,
fake-
man.
Yeah, he was mayonnaise man. He was a mayonnaise delivery man who then killed someone and went to jail. But he
It's
faked
like
his stroke.
Moses.
Yeah. Except he didn't lead people in the wilderness. He led a couple down a bad rabbit hole and they all died. That's not actually the premise of the movie.
What?
The actual premise of the movie is he faked a stroke to get out of prison because he was old, and he faked it, and his nurse knew it or figured it out, and they started robbing banks together. So yeah,
oh, that sounds like a movie.
it wasn't. It was good. I liked it. It had Dermot Mullaney or Mullarney,
I don't even know who that
whatever
is,
his
dude.
last name is. Well, I was trying to think of stuff he was in last night, and I
John's
kept on.
dad.
What?
John Mulaney's dad.
No. John Mulaney's dad is a lawyer that would
Do you know that?
verbally, because he has a whole bit about it in his stand-up set, and I've watched
I've
all of his
never
stand-up
watched.
set.
I've never
He's
watched
my
any of his stand-up sets.
he's my favorite modern stand-up comedian. Like if I go back and like if I start with the most like concurrent stand-up comedian and you go to like the little like the ones that were started along in the past, it goes John Mulaney, uh crap, what's his name? Brian Regan. Brian Regan. And then it goes Jerry Seinfeld, and then before him, Jerry Lewis. But Jerry Lewis is more of like a bit guy in movies, but he's still a comedian. But if we're doing like movie comedians, Bill Murray's in there too. But yeah,
Call Bill Murray. Well,
Bill Murray's tricky because he got bigger on Ghostbusters, but he's still been in things. You know what I mean? Like it's just tough. But also, then you have John Belushi. I like John Belushi. John Belushi was good. John Belushi was real good.
the one that died.
Yeah, he was in Blues Brothers. But also,
Okay.
Chris Farley was good too, but he died. I liked him. He was probably like
Comedians die a lot.
Yeah.
Robin Williams.
Yeah, that's true too. Robin Williams was really good, but he wasn't one of my favorites. You know, like he is still in high regard. Like he's still really good. I don't want people to think like I'm calling him bad. He was just not one of my like favorites.
Tyler hates Robin Williams.
No, shut up! Don't say that. You can't be hating on dead people. First off, you can't be hating on good comedians either.
Can I hate on Hitler?
Yeah, that's okay.
Okay,
And Stalin.
I actually have a thing I found yesterday.
Okay.
That I want to talk about. Have you ever heard of Terrar?
No.
Okay. So Terrar was this guy from France, and he lived to be 26 years old.
Okay.
And his thing was that he was I'm just going to read this from Wikipedia for you.
Okay.
He was
This is my citation.
He was a French showman and soldier, noted for his unusual eating habits. Able to eat vast amounts of meat, he was constantly hungry. His parents could not provide for him, and he was turned out of the family home as a teenager. He traveled France in the company of a band of thieves and prostitutes before becoming the warm-up act to a traveling charlatan. He would swallow corks, stones, live animals, and a basket full of apples. He then took his act to Paris, where he worked as a street performer. At the start of the First Coalition War, Terrar joined the French Revolutionary Army. With military rations unable to satisfy his large appetite, he would eat any available food from gutters and refuse heaps, but his condition still deteriorated through hunger. He was hospitalized due to exhaustion and became the subject of medical experiments to test his eating capacity, in which, among other things, he ate a meal intended for 15 people in a single sitting, ate live cats, snakes, lizards, and puppies, and swallowed eels whole without chewing. Despite his unusual diet, he was of normal size and appearance, and showed no signs of mental illness other than what was described as an apathetic temperament.
Stop
there for a second.
How'd you find that?
I saw it in a YouTube video, and I was like, "This is crazy."
My whole thing is his metabolism must have been so high. If he was like hospitalized for exhaustion, his body was consuming more energy than it could take in, and also that makes sense that he didn't grow any. Like he was normal size, so he wasn't like super fat like me. But also, I don't know how his body broke down all the weird crap he ate.
Bones of animals.
Yeah. Well, bones of animals are easier for me to believe than like corpse.
Look, he ate a live cat.
Here's the thing: how do you get it down? Like, I feel like that's
thinking of the claws.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm sure that cat's like, I ain't going in there, and it like claws out. Like, you know, how, like in the cartoons when like Tom was like climbing up between buildings and he like would do all fours against the wall or whatever. Like Tom from Tom and Jerry.
Like, crazy. Like apparently after he was in the army, like because he was so weird that the army was like, "Hey, that send him with secret messages that he can swallow and then get out of his poop once he gets across enemy lines. He was immediately caught. He was caught the first trip.
Wait, so is that where you were gonna go after you stopped?
Yeah.
How is
Yeah.
he? Here's the thing. How'd they know that he was gonna poop him out?
You eat food, you poop, Tyler.
No. Not the people. Like what I'm saying is, how'd
I
they
mean,
catch him? Like,
oh
did they
no,
fall into the toilet?
no. He was employed by a courier by the French army with the intention that he would swallow documents, pass through enemy lines, and then recover them from his stool safely once at his destination. The problem was that he couldn't speak any German.
Oh, you should have
So
started. Yeah, I thought you. The way you made it sound was like they knew he ate it, and like
immediately, yeah, they was like, this guy that can't speak German. They're like, oh,
yeah. So
Oh.
something's up.
yeah. Apparently
Okay,
yeah,
that
like they. Now apparently
that
they were
just tickles
gonna,
me.
yeah. Apparently they were gonna like the Germans were gonna like kill him, but
Yeah.
then they felt bad for him because like of his condition. Like he was so sad and like just out of sorts because of how his body worked that they just felt bad for him and sent him back to France.
They sent him
Yeah,
back to France, and
yeah.
they didn't get any of the. Did they know that he had messages in him, or did he was he just like?
Probably.
Yeah.
Now so he got after he got back to France, he was like, I need any doctor that will help me, please. Like he said he agreed to like submit to any test that would try to alleviate his hunger.
Yeah.
He took tobacco pills, wine vinegar. So back in that day, apparently soft-boiled eggs were supposed to cure hunger. I don't know what soft-boiled eggs are gonna do.
Well, I know that hard-boiled eggs filled up Paul Newman and Cool Hand Luke pretty well.
But so none of it worked, obviously. So he would sneak out of the hospital and he would get like offal and gutters, and he would actually like fight live animals for carrion. He
What do you
even
mean
drank
by carry? What do you mean for carry on? Just like to pass the time, or what? Or to eat them?
Carrion.
What?
Carrion. You don't know what that word means?
No.
Okay, I'm about to look up that word too. Okay. I don't know. I mean, it's just like it's the decaying flesh of dead animals, like what vultures eat.
Oh, so he fought other animals for that. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. I didn't know what you were.
Pause for 1 second.
Okay. So Lucas, to put you back on track, because I know you like had to step away from Mike. We are talking about a guy. His name is Terrar, I think is what Chris said.
Terrar. Tarrare.
Yeah. You probably I didn't know about him, but that doesn't mean you didn't know about him.
No, I don't know about him. Is he the man of an endless hunger?
Yeah. How'd you know?
Because I was listening to you because he tried like the tobacco pills and the soft-boiled eggs and
Yeah, his parents had to kick him out of the house when he was a teenager because he couldn't be fed enough.
Here's what I would do. I would just lock the food up and not let him have a key. Like I would keep him there. Like I mean, I don't know.
He would find it somewhere else. Like it's.
Well, it's fine. Let him go find it somewhere else. But I'm not going to kick my son out. I feel like.
Apparently, he also attempted to drink the blood of other patients in the hospital, and tried to eat the corpses in the morgue because he was so hungry he could not.
Did he cook them, or did he just eat
I
them?
doubt it. He ate live animals.
Here's the thing. I don't understand. Like the human body is a weird beast. But also, like, you have these norms of human bodies, then you have like these like outliers. And the outliers are just so crazy. It's hard to believe they actually existed. I believe you that he existed. It's
There's medical documentation.
no, I'm sure there is. It's just crazy. Like that's crazy. You know what I mean? Like it seems unreal of how like. But
Well, I
also
think-
there. I don't
Yeah,
know.
the craziest thing about it to me is like nobody, since it was so old, nobody really knows what his problem was, and it's so rare that nobody else, like, there's not even been a similar case in the 300 or in the 250 years since.
Well, there
which
have
is-
been cases of endless hunger, but not that the body actually can break it down and use it for energy and like has a fast metabolism like that. Usually your cases of endless hunger they're large people and they just want to eat. And
This
they
dude
and
was this dude just did not
yeah,
affect him.
yeah, his body broke it all down and like used it as energy and apparently at a high rate. That's what throws me off. So it's I don't know. What if did he have super speed or anything? Because like the Flash eats a lot.
It's not mentioned.
I bet he hit it. I bet he was like the Flash, Lucas.
Yeah.
Flash
They'd
has got
constantly
to.
be eating protein bars and cookies and
Yeah. Oh, dude, imagine if they had whey protein back in the day, though. I bet he could have like just started eating by the scoop. Like I'm not saying it would have solved the problem. I'm saying it would aid in his hunger by helping him just like keep eating calories.
Yeah, so he was kicked out of the hospital after somebody suspected that he had a toddler.
Was it a live toddler or was it a dead toddler?
It just says a toddler, so it doesn't say if it was live or not.
I think here's the thing, if I'm a doctor over that hospital, I think I'm okay with him eating dead bodies. Like, yeah, there's like some
before burial, Tyler.
Well, I mean, back in those times, those dead bodies just rack up. Like, it's not like not everybody got a burial back then.
Fair enough.
So, like, if they're just sitting in the morgue and like they're piling up faster than you can bury them,
just
I
get
think
that
I'm
man a
okay.
sandwich.
Yeah, like just like give him one. I don't know. It's dark. But also I don't care about a funeral for me. Like cremate me to save space, I don't care.
If somebody ate your dead body, would you be cool with it?
I mean, do you not remember the one episode where I said I wanted a sky burial where the birds eat me?
That's kind of weird.
Well, it saves money. You just like put yourself up on a high mountain and the birds eat you. And then like whatever's left, like the bones and stuff, you just burn them. Like not like cremating or anything. Well, technically it's cremating, but like you don't have to go through like the specific, like the special chamber. You just throw it in like a trash fire. So like, here's the thing: after I'm dead, I don't care. Like it's like don't let anybody like, I don't want to get like gross, but like.
I know where you're going.
Yeah,
you don't have to. No.
Yeah, don't let that happen. But like, if there's a dude and he's super hungry, like I'm fine with him eating me. I think. I don't. Here's the thing. But here's the thing: if this were to ever actually happen, I'm not there to argue against it, anyways. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but dude, what the heck?
I don't know. My whole thing is once I'm dead, like I'm going to heaven, so it doesn't like whatever happens to my body doesn't matter. Like I've already like if I'm dead, that means I'm not there anymore. So that body is useless. So like I'm an organ donor. Like I'm an organ donor, so give my organs to I guess okay. So my one stipulation for you let him eat me is if like somebody needs a heart or like kidneys or something that like they can use, give those out first and then let him eat me. I don't know.
Oh boy, okay.
I mean, I feel like if I was a doctor and I found out like he was eating, as long as the toddler wasn't alive, that's like my deal breaker. Like that's like
it doesn't say in the Wikipedia whether or not it was alive.
All right, so we need some Wikipedia people to finish that statement. I assume here's the thing, for it to be mentioned in there of like separate from the dead, like the corpses, I'm feeling like it has to be alive. Which is just that is that's a no for me, dog, if you eating a live toddler. But like if it's dead though, maybe I think I'm okay with it. I don't know.
Well, yeah. So, in a very anticlimactic turn of events, he ended up just dying 4 years later from tuberculosis. So,
I don't know. I mean,
It says he died shortly afterwards after he got tuberculosis following a lengthy bout of exudative diarrhea. I don't know what exudative means, but
It's probably like dysentery.
super
like-
diarrhea.
Yeah, like super diarrhea. He probably was eating some dead bodies of people that had TB, and that probably killed him. So he was killed by the
Maybe.
thing he loved. Not like he didn't love TB, but he loved eating.
He was killed by TB.
Yeah, but he probably got the TB because of what he ate. I would assume, because isn't that when the TB outbreak was? Was back like around then?
I don't know. Now I'm looking at he's got an article on Ripley's website.
I feel like there should be a movie about this. I feel like that should be a thing.
Maybe a short film.
Like a like a
I
film festival.
I don't think a feature length film could.
I mean, you could do his whole life of like his struggle with his family and them kicking him out, then his like circus act kind of thing, and then his war story, and then his death.
Well, Ripley's has got a bit more detail.
Okay, is there anything that we like?
Yeah, well, the medical doctors in the French military.
What other type of doctors are there?
Doctor of law.
Okay, you're right. Never mind. Go ahead.
So the report said he always had bloodshot eyes and he's always sweating and overheated, and apparently you could smell him from 20 feet away, and you got to think that's by like 1700 standards.
Yeah,
thought he smelled bad, and they said
honestly, you got to think his breath probably just absolutely reeked.
They said the smell got worse after he ate.
Well, yeah, probably because his breath is like blowing back up dead animal bits, and then also his body's probably farting just the most rancid things. Like, because you got to think your body develops methane after eating regular stuff and sulfur and stuff. The stuff he's eating is probably at least 4 times the like amount of methane and sulfur. So his farts absolutely have to reek because of the concentration.
Okay, here we go. Oh yeah, he also had visible stink lines. I don't know if that's real, but that seems crazy.
I've lived on a farm a lot of my life. I've never seen stink lines. But like if he's is it stink lines or was it you think I wonder if it was like his body was always overheated, if it was heat lines. Because heat lines exist. Like when you're looking at a hot road and you can see it like moving the air around.
I don't know.
But that's like 120 degrees, probably more actually. Did they say anything like his like body temperature was higher?
He was overheated, so I don't know.
So maybe like I don't know.
Apparently, he after he ate animals, he would only just regurgitate up the fur.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
Hairballs, man. I wonder if his bloodshot eyes were because he couldn't sleep because he was always hungry. Like, what if he could never sleep, so that also helped it, like, gave his apathy, but where his body burnt so many calories where he had to eat all the time, he had to stay awake. I don't know if that's possible though, because doesn't Ripley's have a limit for how long you can stay awake? Like who is the person that stayed awake the longest? Is it like
here we go. Here's some more stuff.
Keep going.
So my dad is home at 10 a.m. on a Saturday. That's weird. It says the doctor that dealt with him in the Army was contacted. So after they got there, after he died, surgeons refused to partake in the inspection of his autopsy because his body began to rot rapidly, like advanced the normal humans. But the autopsy revealed that he possessed such a wide esophagus that you could look directly from his open mouth into his stomach.
Grody. I guess it had to get stretched from all the things he ate, and he probably didn't chew a lot. So his esophagus was probably stretched throughout just eating so much. in like eating vast amounts and just like not chewing and eating big bites and stuff. My whole thing was I want to see a brain autopsy if there's images of that because isn't there's I
It
think there's
was.
a
It
gland.
was. It was 1748, man.
Well, when was like Van Gogh and Picasso around? Because didn't they draw like
1898. Sorry.
so like Picasso and Van Gogh or somebody like that? I think it was Picasso. Or no, which one was like Drew had the flying machine? Was it Picasso?
Da Vinci.
Da Vinci. When was Da Vinci around?
Renaissance.
So he had drawings of the human brain and of fetuses. So I'm saying that they probably have images of drawing like granted they're probably hand drawn images of his brain. But
Just
I'm sure
saying.
that I'm sure they exist.
It's just one of those things that I read, and I was like, "This is the like." It's just crazy.
Yeah, and it's like it's my whole opinion of the outliers of the human body is just so weird. It seems unbelievable. Because there's not been any other documented cases of this.
I mean, not specific. Not really. I mean,
Not exactly like his.
no, none like his. Because
Which is
that's
crazy.
why I feel like it's gonna go unsolved.
It's because especially if his body decomposed at a quicker rate, they probably like the autopsy probably didn't have enough time to get all the answers they wanted.
Yeah.
That's crazy. That's pretty cool. That's a cool thing. That would be a cool bit to do every week, but it would be tough to like find the outliers of the human body.
This kind of sound like a Stephen King book, doesn't it?
It does sound like a Stephen King book, or there's someone else that does like weird books like that. Or no, who does the weird movies? Like
King.
well, no, not Stephen King. Who did? I feel like if somebody did a movie of it, they would like push it for like demon stuff. Like whoever made it, like if they did Insidious and they made that movie, like made the Terrar movie, I feel like they'd make it demon stuff. But there's some I cannot think of who it would be, but there's got to be like a film director that that does weird stuff like that. That it would
Tarantino.
maybe no, maybe not. The amounts of blood that this dude probably created, or not created, but like
Consumed.
it consumed, yeah. Like, well, I'm sure there was like blood splatter from him eating live things too. So that could be a Quentin Tarantino film. I feel like. Also, Tarantino does some weird stuff sometimes. It could have been a Martin Scorsese.
Nah, I don't think Scorsese would do this.
Who did the Mother movie?
Aronofsky.
Who?
Darren Aronofsky.
Yeah, I feel like it's a Darren Aronofsky film. I feel like if he finds this like not like this episode, but like finds out the information on Terrar, I think that's like his next movie. Like as soon as if he ever finds the information on Terrar, he's making that. But I don't know. Do what?
I said yeehaw.
Yeah, I mean, are you gonna watch that movie?
Maybe. I don't know.
As long as they don't, I don't know. I think I'd watch it. It'd be probably it's gonna be deranged, whatever it is. So it'll probably be like a psychological thriller, which is like I watch those. It's not like a horror film or anything. It could be a slasher film if he.
Not gonna be a slasher film.
Okay, so
I feel like it needs to. I think it just needs to be kind of like Joker. It just needs to be a movie about this guy whose just life is deteriorating because of his condition.
Oh, dude, that would be it'd be just as uncomfortable to watch as the Joker. Like the Joker was really good. Don't get me wrong. Joker was really good, but you're uncomfortable the whole time you're watching it. There's not because you're always on edge of like, what's he gonna do? What's happening to him? Why does his body look like that? Like it's
his body. He was a normal weight. It was just like his.
Oh no, I'm saying like the Joker, like in the Joker. That was all my feelings. But yeah, I feel like he would also have jaundice and scurvy because he never eats fruits and vegetables. He probably only ate meat. or like garbage?
I don't know.
Which I don't know. That's crazy. That was a good topic. That's a neat thing. Let's end it there because that's a good ending topic. I like that.
Okie dokie.
Yeah. Also, we're pretty close on time, so I guess we'll do announcements next week. There will not be an episode. Sorry, everybody, but me and Chris are taking some heathens. Not really. They're our church kids. They're
Gonna be like
kid-
10 kids though.
If it's as cold as it is today next week, yeah.
It's
So we're
supposed to
gonna-
be sunny and like 53, I think.
Well, then yeah, we'll have a lot of kids go then.
But remember, it's the region tournament.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
His district ended last night.
Yeah.
So me and Chris are taking kids to Winter Jam, which is a big old Christian concert that's been going on for a while. Which they have a good lineup this year, so I'm excited. We're taking some youth kids there, so we will be occupied the whole Saturday, so we won't have an episode for y'all. We're very sorry.
Needless to
but-
say, on March 28th, there's not going to be an episode either.
Here's the thing.
Are you
March 28th
serious?
Not like we're not recorded on March 28th. Like we could do it the night before, like my
Oh,
wedding.
because I was like,
Because we're not doing like what we did for Luke's. Remember what we did for Luke's wedding?
we did it after the wedding,
Yeah, better than Static After Dark.
which was a funny title. I'm not gonna lie.
It was a good episode. I liked it. We were just exhausted.
Too tired, but yeah,
But also, I'll be doing other things after that
yeah,
wedding.
you will absolutely be. Oh, come on, man.
I didn't say anything. I just like, it's. But like maybe like we could do it after the rehearsal dinner.
Maybe we'll see. We still got time.
Yeah. Because if
We'll workshop it.
If we record it Friday night, I can edit it, like it ready to premiere on Monday, because that's not hard to do. But yeah, we might. March is gonna be tough. March will be tough, everyone. So bear with us. And I'm trying to think if we have any other announcements. I don't think so. Also, Lucas had to go because he had a call because he's got stuff going on. But we're really
maybe his offer on that house win.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. Like he had his call. That call he was expecting was from his realtor. So like he had, yeah, it wasn't bad stuff. It's just like,
I'm like, hopefully, like I'm saying, hopefully you got it.
Yeah. So that's why he had to peace out. But we're
really quick turnaround though, right?
Here's the thing, Chris. Real estate is quicker than you think. Like especially when as soon as you make so you might find a house you really like and you go tour it, and as soon as you get home, you're like, I'm gonna put in an offer. It's already sold. Like that's how quick real
that
estate
sucks.
is. Especially where where Lucas lives in Lexington, everything gets bought quick. So the fact that he even had enough time to put in an offer is just a good sign. So, but yeah, well, I'm glad I got to talk to him because it's always good to hear from you guys. I get to see you every Wednesday, or almost every Wednesday.
Most Sundays.
Yeah, most Sundays too. So like, I don't get to see Lucas that often, but I always enjoy talking to him. So I'm glad he worked us in his schedule. And I hope, like I said, hopefully that phone call is good, that his offer got accepted, because he might be moving. Which, yeah, good for him. Good for Lucas. That's good announcement. Something better than static. Also, I'm getting married. Another good announcement. I've got to go build a wedding arch. So I'm going to end this episode. Go follow us on Twitter. We have a Facebook group. We have YouTube. And we're on a lot of different podcasting apps. So whatever podcasting app you're using, please subscribe to us and review us. We really enjoy those reviews. And share with your friends. Well, that's very helpful for us because that helps us out, get more word around. But trying to think of anything else. No. If you have any topics, like if you have like another like human body outlier like Terrar, you can send those to us. Like send us multiple links where we can like get the background on all of it. Like Wikipedia article is always good, and any other articles you can find on, like, if you have stuff like that. Send that to you can email that to us, btstatic.bot@gmail.com, or you can tweet at us. Our Twitter handles @btstatic, and you don't have to tweet at us if you don't want to. You can private message us. We accept those private messages. So like if you have a movie you want us to review, like how I did a quick review of Where the Money Is Today, we would do a more in-depth one if you wanted us to do that. Or if you have like that cool like human body outlier is what we'll call that bit. I don't know. We'll probably come up with a better like better than static weird humans or something. come up with a better title for that bit. But if you have those, you find those, and you want us to talk about one, see what our view is on it. We're not medical experts by any means. Like, I took anatomy in high school, so that's where I knew some of the stuff, and I watch medical journal or read medical journals sometimes. So if we're not experts, but we could have some good jokes about it. Yeah, but hopefully this episode's been better than static. We really can't wait to record another episode for you. We will catch you guys next time. Bye.